everyone, Jess Porter here, and I've got something real special for you today. We're going to be interviewing a super amazing artist, Scott Zambelli.
Hey!
So Scott, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm a freelance illustrator. I've been working in the comic industry for about 5 years now, professionally, and done work for a number of well-known brands like Star Wars, Transformers, and many others, mostly in the sketch card portion of the industry. And outside of that, I do comic book conventions throughout the year.
Which is where we met, Fantasticon.
Yeah, Fantasticon, local show, great show. And but I also do shows all over the country. And when I'm not doing those, I have a Christian-based art studio that I do a lot of work out of too. So
Is that 316?
Studio 316.
Yep. Well, Scott, earlier you mentioned Star Wars sketch cards. What are they?
Sketch cards. It's a niche market within the industry that's really popular with the collectors, but outside of that base, not a lot of people know about them. So good question. What a sketch card is a trading card size piece of artwork done on official stock for a company, in this case Star Wars, where they'll release a trading card set for collectors to buy. And as a bonus, hidden randomly throughout various packs are these little cards hand-drawn by myself and other officially licensed Star Wars artists for the set. And when those collectors find them, they're all excited.
Oh my God, dude! Yeah, that's awesome! So they never know what they're gonna get. They buy the pack and, oh my God, that's so sweet. I never knew about that.
Yeah, it's pretty popular. Like I said, among collectors, they're very popular. I mean, some of the really high-end Star Wars artists out there, some of the little cards will sell for $500.
Oh my goodness. Well, just to have it, I mean, that right there, you don't sell that, you hang on to that. But now, okay, the ultimate question that I'm sure everybody wants to know. How on earth did you get involved officially with Star Wars? I mean, that is every little boy's dream gig, and little girl.
Yeah. As far as how I got involved, it's a combination of hard work, but also some luck is involved, maybe even the Force. The sketch cards I do are through Topps trading cards. So Lucasfilm hires Topps to put the set together, and then Topps is responsible for getting the artists who are licensed through Lucasfilm. That's where I come in. So I'm officially working directly through Topps, then to Lucasfilm. I had to put lots of practice into sketch cards because they're very small, and when you're used to working on a larger scale, you got to really condense it down to something manageable for a little 2 by 3.5 card.
Oh my Lord.
So that takes some practice, and you got to build it up, and then your skill sets to make them look at a level that's professional. Once you have those, you send in your samples. You send in sample packets to various art directors. I sent mine to the guy at Topps as well as other companies. And it took many submissions to get in. It took me about a year or so of trying. The luck part of it is that these various art directors can only have so many artists in their stable at any time for their sets. So I had to keep trying and wait, but also wait for that opportunity to arise. So once that door opened and there was a chance, I had a friend who was also in on the set who had his ear to the ground and knew that an opening came up. So he was able to connect me, and they were able to find my submission packet, and that's how it finally happened. So it was a combination: hard work. You don't get discouraged when you don't get it right away. You stay persistent, but you also, through comic book conventions and other things, you network with other artists, and you hear about things when they come.
Dude, that is the fairy tale story right there. It's like you just perseverance, you try, and you're just friendly and just a good person along the way, and bam, great things happen.
That's right.
That is so awesome. Yay! Well, I just kill everybody. Well, Scott, I've noticed that one of your favorite pieces is going to be Wonder Woman. Why don't you tell us a little something about what went into developing her?
For the character Wonder Woman, I've been a longtime fan of that character, and it was actually a very difficult piece for me to put together. Actually, it took me a couple of years.
Couple years.
I did many sketches of her. Those didn't take a couple of years, but to get a sketch done where I was really happy with the overall look, because she's a tough character. She's strong but feminine, and I wanted to capture her in a photoreal way, a portrait type piece of art that captured who Wonder Woman was for me. So in doing so, what took so long was researching various actresses and models and trying to get who is that look for Wonder Woman. And no matter who I would find, it wasn't her.
But then you did finally find your perfect muse.
Yeah, actually, I was going through a magazine one day, and I wasn't even thinking about Wonder Woman at the time, and there was a picture of Rachel Weisz that I saw, and it was a picture of her from the bus stop, and it was just the way her face was. It just like that was Wonder Woman, and so that's who I decided to use as the model for the artwork I ended up drawing. But with the movie, with the Batman Superman movie coming out, and with them trying to cast, I can see how hard it would be to cast the right person for that role, because in various fans' minds, she's so many different things. Like for me, I'm a fan of the strong, female, muscular build. That for me is what Wonder Woman is. Whereas for someone else, they want more of the sex appeal. So it's a very hard.
Then you've got the other fan base. They're used to the Linda Carter version, which she was fit, but she wasn't muscular.
No.
No, not at all. She was just very feminine. Well, then there's the other fan base, and they're used to the Linda Carter version.
Yes, they
That was for you. Well, then there's the other fan base, and they're used to the Linda Carter version. Very feminine, not very muscular, but very buxom, voluptuous character.
Yep, and there's that fan base too. The hard part about that fan base is they're really caught in nostalgia. And no matter what you do, whenever you make a modern day thing of a past thing, when you try to recapture that nostalgia, you can never duplicate it correctly. It'll come off as cheesy or bad. So unfortunately for them, I don't think it can happen.
It's almost like a first kiss. You're never going to get that feeling back. So Linda Carter gave us our first kiss.
There you go.
Well, Scott, it's pretty obvious that Wonder Woman is one of your favorite characters. Why don't you go ahead and run down a list, say your top 5 favorite female characters that you like to draw or, bring to life.
Okay. Well, as we just discussed, Wonder Woman is definitely up there in the top 5. So this is in no particular order necessarily, but so Wonder Woman. Another female character I really enjoy drawing is from the old Japanese TV show, anime, would be from Jugdement, also known as G-Force or Battle of the Planets in America, and it's June the Swan. She's a pretty fun character, and she was my first introduction as a child back when I was like 3 years old or something, as a female superhero type character. So she's really fun to draw. Star Wars is always fun to draw. So you got Asajj Ventress as one of my characters.
All right, everyone's gonna hate me for this. I'm not familiar with Asajj Ventress, so can you tell me a little something about her?
Asajj Ventress is from Star Wars. She is an expanded universe character who made her way originally from the comic books and into the animated Clone Wars TV show that was recently done by Lucasfilm. And she's a dark Jedi who is trained by Count Dooku. Many people think she's a Sith, but she's technically not a Sith. Little pet peeve there. But and she ends up being one of the main villains that goes against Ahsoka, Tano, who is Anakin Skywalker's Padawan in the series. So that's who Asajj Ventress is.
Oh, awesome.
Another character, also from the Star Wars universe, is Princess Leia.
A classic.
Classic. Also one of the first strong female characters who, yes, she gets rescued, but at no time did you feel like she needed rescuing. And so she's a great character, fun to draw, and very distinctive in almost any of her outfits, whether with the buns in the hair or the Slave Leia costume.
Well, that's got to be the great thing about her. I mean, she gives you so many different looks to work with, so many different sides of her personality that you can really just get wild and crazy with it.
Yep. She's a lot of fun, and so I always enjoy drawing Princess Leia. And my all-time favorite is Harley Quinn.
Girl!
Who?
You know, Judgment Girl.
She Marvel, DC? Did I do something wrong?
You know what? Just give me a second, okay? I'll be right back.
Hello? Are we done here?
This is unbelievable. He has no idea who I am. Scott Zambelli is a comic book artist. A real comic book artist. You know what? It's bad enough that I didn't make his top 5 list, but he's never even heard of Judgment Girl. Hey, send somebody in here. No, I don't care who. You! Did you book this guy? You know what? I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill Scott Zambelli.
Jess, you can't. He doesn't work for us. And besides, it is not a good idea.
One would think that after all the people I've killed, everyone would know exactly who Judgment Girl is. Do you think that if I killed one more person, Scott Zambelli would put me on his list? Let's find out. He put Princess Leia on the list. She hasn't been in a movie in over 30 years. Asajj Ventress. I don't even know who the hell she is.
Glad I'm not in there. Jeez.
Scott Zambelli. He doesn't even know who Judgment Girl is!
Jess, everything all right in there?
Oh, God! Woosah! 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 I'm ready! What is that?
Who's that? Walter White?
So, who's your favorite female character to draw?
Judgment Woman?
Who?
Judgment Girl.
That's right, Judgment Girl. Well, everybody, that's it for today's show. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. And thank you, Scott Zambelli.
Thank you.
Oh, and where can we get a hold of you, Scott?
The easiest way to find me online is through Facebook at facebook.com/theartofscott, all one word, no spaces. And through there you can find contact information for commissions for what I'm currently working on, either my Christian artwork or any of my other projects I'm working on too.
Fantastic. So you got that, everybody. Facebook.com/theartofscott. All one word. You will find all of his information for all of his amazing artwork. Thank you very much, everybody. It's been great having you here tonight.
Thank you, Judgment Woman.
What? Who the hell hires these people? Ooh,
This is kind of awkward. Can I go?